Here we have for sale this absolutely stunning 2020 on a 20 plate Volkswagen Transporter. This is a T6.1, which is the shape. This one is a T30, so, which means it's got a 3-ton gross vehicle weight. This one has got the 2-litre TDI diesel Euro 6 engine producing 199 PS, roughly 199 brake horsepower. In this particular van is accompanied with a 7-speed DSG automatic gearbox, and this is the Highline panel van, as you can see here, finished in the fantastic metallic silver. What we're going to do in this video is have a little walk around. I'll show you the spec that you get on a Volkswagen Transporter Highline panel van of this age. There's of course a number of bits which you can probably immediately see which has been modified or altered on this particular vehicle to further enhance it. So we'll talk you through that. We'll have a good look as well at the condition of this particular example and talk to you a bit about the service history, seeing as it is currently available for sale here today at Bridgend Van Centre. So starting here then at the rear of the vehicle, we can see that this one is spec'd with rear barn doors. So barn doors are 2 doors which open like so. On a Highline model, you get a number of elements which come colour-coded. That includes the bumpers, usually the mirrors, but in this case they have been changed, and trims here like this above the rear number plate, and that just really gives it a nice executive look to the vehicle. Now we can immediately see then, I say, bits which have been changed. So we've got the rear spoilers there which have been added to the rear doors. This vehicle has also been lowered, so it's been lowered on coilovers, which means that you have an adjustable ride height with coilovers, and they can often give a more improved ride over just lowering springs, so that gives it a really nice stance to the vehicle. And you can also see here that we've got a nice set of alloy wheels, which we'll talk you through in a bit more detail as we go around the vehicle. This badge here is quite important because this tells you the styling which has been done on this vehicle, mainly the parts on the front and the side, are done by ABT, or using ABT parts. So ABT is basically the tuning house for Audi and VW. They are a very well-renowned name in that industry, and they are really known for the absolute highest of quality parts. As I say, very, very well renowned. The Highline then also, not only does it come with colour coding, but you can see on a T6.1 you also get parking sensors as well. So you've got rear parking sensors there on the rear bumper. Now in terms of condition, just having a look here at the rear doors, see if there's any blemishes or marks that I can point out to you. But generally speaking, looking here, it is looking very, very smart. Tiniest little chip there by the end of my finger. But all in all, there's not a tremendous amount I can fault here to the rear of the vehicle. Hopefully the camera is conveying this accurately for you. If we open up the rear doors, then we can start to have a look inside the load area, and you can see here that this van has got brand new ply lining in the back, which of course is there to help protect the vehicle. Now you can push on these little bars there, and that will allow you to open the door right out to its full 180-degree position, as you can see there. And as I say, that is the purpose of the ply lining. It's going to stop any nasty outward dents in the side of the van. Now the only thing I can really fault it on in the back here, on a Transporter you get these nice roof panels. On a T6.1, there's a nice point to note actually while we're looking up here, is the T6.1 comes as standard with these nice LED lights in the back, which makes a big difference in lower light conditions. But the only thing I can fault it on really, it looks like something has been stuck here to these panels. So you have got some marks, unfortunately, 2 stripes there on the roof panels. Hopefully you can see those there in the camera. Not massively noticeable, but certainly something to, for me to draw your attention to. Looking in the back then, I say the painted metalwork areas, it's all looking in really, really good order here. A fantastic blank canvas to do what you would like to, really. You've got the factory fitted bulkhead there, of course, which can be removed. And again, just a minor thing to note here, probably where previous ply lining or some sort of racking or something has been fitted, a couple of screw holes there in the rear door, but very common to see that on a lot of vans. As we continue to go around the outside of the vehicle, then we can start to have a look here down at the driver's side. This is where we can start to have a look in these sorts of angles here, looking in the reflections, looking for any sort of dings, dents, ripples, signs of any previous repair. But I must say it is looking really, really smart. Our guys, of course, do a fantastic job in preparing these vehicles, so we've got a lovely gloss to the paintwork. Now, the alloy wheels. We've got a fantastic set here of 19-inch Riviera. I believe these are actually flow-formed alloy wheels. But the main point with them is that they are staggered. So I'm not sure if you can pick up on the camera, but the rear wheels are actually slightly wider than the fronts. So it gives you more of this sort of dished look here to the rears, whereas the fronts have more of a flat face. It gives that really, really gorgeous stance to the vehicle, and especially with an aesthetic like this, I think it just suits it so, so nicely. They are brand new with brand new tyres fitted to them as well, and I think they really, really complement them. The side skirts I mentioned, they are ABT. And again, just set it off really, really nicely with these lovely little black accents on the outside. Now you will find a few blemishes to these. These of course unfortunately are going to be quite prone to stone chipping and things like that, so a couple of little blemishes around the black parts of those. But otherwise, as you can see here hopefully in the camera, it's looking lovely down the driver's side. As I mentioned near the start of the video, there have been some elements which have been changed for gloss black, and that includes the wing mirrors, which I think are really nice, actually go along with the nice gloss black calipers as well. Opening up the driver's door, then we can start to have a look inside here at the spec and condition. So having a look at the driver's door card, that's looking really, really smart. Up on top of the driver's door, with electric windows, electric mirrors. These are actually folding and heated mirrors, and that all comes as standard. We've got auto-activated lights and auto-activated wipers. There are 2 full remote keys with the vehicle. Got your cruise control settings on the left-hand side. That is adaptive cruise control, as you can see there with that little button in the middle, so you can set the distance there to the car in front. You've got your volume control underneath that, and your onboard computer controls on the right-hand side. The mileage there, 35,146 miles. And having a look at the seating in here, a major, major upgrade on this van. And that is that we have got a full black leather interior with this beautiful blue contrasting stitching. Hopefully that is showing up on the camera, but it really does tie in with a few of the other elements on the van very, very nicely. Fantastic condition really throughout, and as I say, to me that is a major upgrade in the van. Having a look at the floor, you can see again very much lovely condition there inside the van. If we have a look in the middle then, the T6.1 Highline does come as standard with the screen that you see here, and one of the big benefits is you do get App Connect on that as standard. So what you're seeing here is Apple CarPlay. I've got my phone plugged in there to one of the USB-C ports down on the left hand side, and that gives you Apple CarPlay, which means you can seamlessly use a lot of the apps that you would do on your phone exactly as you would do here, as I say, on the screen as well. So you can use things like your Google Maps or Waze or Apple Maps. You can listen to your podcasts, all sorts of different things there, all completely on the screen, which is a really, really nice feature. You have, of course, got DAB radio on here as well, as you can see there on the left hand side. You can just connect your phone to this via Bluetooth as well if you would prefer to do that. Looking a bit down below then, air conditioning comes as standard, and as does a heated windscreen. Now as we're here as well, again just something to note, a couple of tiny little screw holes just there. I don't know whether the previous owner had something mounted just there on the dashboard, but a couple of little screw holes in the plastic hidden behind there. Another factory optional extra is that this one has got heated seats, a really nice feature there. A couple of buttons over on the left hand side that can toggle your start stop and your parking sensors. As you can see, the full leather wallet there with the vehicle as well. Moving on from that, I mentioned a bit earlier in the video a bit about the service history for this van. So we actually have evidence of 2 previous services being carried out on the van, and during our preparation it has gone right through our workshop as well for a full service. And during that full service, that actually included brake discs and pads all round being renewed as well. So really you should have some pretty cost-free, trouble-free motoring for a good while yet to come on this van. Moving on round to the front then, and this is probably the most noticeable, aggressive looking part of the van, and where a lot of the styling has been done. So looking here initially at the grille at the top, so full gloss black ABT grille. As you can see, the nice ABT logo there going along with the one on the back, that blue stripe going through it as well to match the leather interior inside. But one of the things that which really, well, there's a couple of elements really on this which really sort of signifies that it's an ABT grille. You've got this bit of styling just there, and also these nice flicks as well, which go over the bodywork. And I just think it looks absolutely fantastic, accompanied as well, of course, with a gloss black front badge. Lower down then, all the lower grills here have been changed for gloss black as well, and then another really nice bit of styling here is this extended part to the fog light surrounds, which I really like, as you've got gloss black on the inside and then the body colour on the outside. I think that looks really, really smart. And then finally here down the bottom, we've got the ABT front splitter, which is subtle. It's not over the top. I just think it ties in so nicely, especially with the side skirts as well. It makes it look very, very smart. In terms of condition here at the front, now there are a number of stone chips here to the front of the vehicle. You can see dotted around in certain places here to the gloss black lower, the painted upper part. We do see this a lot, of course, on a lot of vans, not just transporters, but as I say, a number of stone chips here to the front of the vehicle. Not really noticeable unless you get really up and close like we are here, but we are very transparent. I will point out anything that I can see. Same goes for the bonnet as well. There are a few stone chips just there. Another optional extra, and anyone who's familiar with my videos will know this would be the first option that I would tick if I was speccing a brand new transporter for myself, and that is the fantastic LED headlights with the daytime running lights. These make a massive, massive difference when it comes to lower light conditions. Finally, on the outside of the vehicle then, we'll have a look down the passenger side here. I must say the bodywork is looking really, really good on this particular vehicle. There's not a huge amount I can fault with that. If I open up the side loading door then, that gives you another aspect of the load space from that side, and a closer look as well there at the bulkhead as well. And then finally, opening up the passenger door, you can see the condition there of the passenger door card, the step from this side. If I move this mat out of the way, you can see the floor just there. Tiny little mark down here on the plastic of the glove box. You have got storage as well underneath the passenger seats. And as I always mention, this is always the tester for me when you go and view a van. Have a look under those seats to see how well it's been prepared, and you'll always see on ours it's as clean under there as it is anywhere else on the vehicle. So just to summarise then, this is a 2020 on a 20 plate Volkswagen Transporter T6.1, which is the shape. This is a facelifted 6th generation of Volkswagen Transporter T30 model, so 3-ton gross vehicle weight, 2-litre bi-turbo TDI diesel Euro 6 engine, accompanied with that fantastic 7-speed DSG automatic gearbox. Highline spec, plus this one has got the LED headlights and heated seats, and then the fantastic ABT styling as well. So front grille, fog light surrounds, lower lip spoiler, we've got the side skirts, rear spoiler, lowered on Van Slam coilovers, which are adjustable if you want to, and those fantastic Riviera flow formed alloy wheels, which just looks so good, with the staggering on the back as well, so you've got more of that dished look to the rear wheels. Brand new ply lining in the back, leather interior as well with the fantastic ABT stitching. Fantastic service history on this vehicle, so 2 previous services carried out. We have fully serviced it, discs and pads all around during that service, so the vehicle is absolutely ready to go straight away with 2 keys. Now, if you haven't seen it already, I would urge you to go and have a look at the full advert on our website, bridgeendvans.co.uk. This is where you'll find the price, the description, and the photography of the vehicle, along with, of course, all of the other vans that we've currently got advertised. There's a number of ways you can contact us on the website, but if you are interested, I would urge you to pick up the phone, give us a call on either of the numbers listed there on the bottom left of the sign. These vans have a tendency not to hang around for too long, so if you are interested, I would, by all means, pick up the phone, and we can get into a conversation, and that can often be the quickest way to secure the vehicle for you. We can arrange part exchange of cars or vans, we can arrange finance at very competitive rates, and we can also deliver our vans nationwide as well. Thank you so much for watching.